How to lose weight tips. How to lose weight eating well and losing the pounds. Okay, when most people think about losing weight and eating, they think about dieting. Well, unfortunately, all of the fad diets out there tend to cause people to gain weight. Why? Because they starve them to death and the person eventually breaks down and eats everything in sight because they are so darn hungry. They also deprive them of the foods that they love. This is not a way to lose weight, nor is it a way to live. You only cause yourself stress, which actually causes you to gain weight. So, in eating right, there are a few tips that you can follow each and every day, and they're not going to deprive you of the foods that you love, but treat those foods as luxury items so you enjoy them that much more. Tip number 1, eat fresh fruit and vegetables that have high water content. These are foods like tomatoes, watermelons, cantaloupe, kiwi, grapes, you get the idea. All of those fresh and flavorful juicy fruits and veggies are good for you. These items contain about 90 to 95% water, so you can eat a lot of these and they will fill you up without adding on the pounds. Tip number 2, eat fresh fruit instead of processed fruit. Anything that is processed has more sugar. Processed and canned fruits also do not have as much fiber as fresh fruits. Tip number 3, increase your fiber intake as much as you can. This usually means eating more fruits and veggies. Tip number 4, veggies are your friends when it comes to shedding pounds. There are tons of options here and you may even want to try some you haven't had in the past. The leafy green varieties are the best and you always want to work in a salad when you can. Salads are packed with nutrients as long as you don't pour too much dressing on and load them with too much cheese. The leafy greens also have a lot of natural water. Tip number 5, be intelligent about what you eat. Don't eat just to eat. Animals eat on instinct, people eat when they know their body really needs it. Don't be an impulse eater. Tip number 6, watch everything you consume from the food itself to what you top it with. Garnishments and condiments can sabotage a healthy meal because they are typically high in fat. Tip number 7, get a handle on the sweet tooth. This doesn't mean you can't have your sweets, just don't eat them as a meal. Always remember that these sweets end up adding to an area that you don't want them to add to. Don't deprive yourself either though, because then you'll eat twice as many as you should. Tip number 8, set meal times and stick to them. Try to have your meals at specific times and eat them at that time. An eating pattern will help you to control what you eat and when you eat it. Also, it really is better to have 5 small meals a day rather than just 1 or 2 huge meals. Just eating once a day makes your body feel as though it is starving, which packs on fat instead of using it as fuel. Also, don't wait until you're starving to eat. This only makes you overeat until you're stuffed. Tip number 9, eat only when you are hungry. Be sure to drink a glass of water first to determine if you really are hungry or if you are really thirsty. Many people have a tendency to eat when they see food. It doesn't mean they are hungry, they just want to eat it. Don't eat anything you're offered unless you really are hungry. If you feel you must eat it out of being polite, just nibble, don't have a meal. Tip number 10, try not to snack between meals, but if you must have a snack make sure it is a healthy one. If you travel a lot, try to find healthy snacks and not junk food. Please subscribe to get notifications of similar videos.